So this is for the fourth racist attack at T-Mobile. Okay, this is the fourth different location. We're at 5525 Coldwater Road in Fort Wayne, Indiana. At Coldwater Crossing, right across from the Walmart. No, not the one that I worked at. The one I worked at, the trashy one I worked at, the other trashy one I worked at was Maysville Road. Anyway, okay, so if you remember when I was at the other location, that one was the 4201 Coldwater Road, like right across from the mall and the IHOP. They would not let me return, they wouldn't let me return the phone the second time. And I had called corporate. They spoke to him over the phone. They said no, they didn't want to do it. And, okay, so then I go to that one. And you know, all these times, there's a total of 6 stores that banned me for being Asian. And I want to tell you guys, oh my God, I did not sleep, or there were days where I barely slept. And when I did sleep, oh my God, or I would starve. I would come home. This would take hours, the whole day. Being on the phone with corporate, going to the next store. I would just eat like a cereal bar, like a diet bar, and like, I think a few almonds, like a little lunch break, and then drive out to the next store. And I would barely sleep. And when I would, oh my God, it was like a normal person. I would go to bed at 10 o'clock at night and then get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'd have to pack up 30 pounds of my cameras back when I had them, because crap that I live around with Walmart and Home Depot management, they're breaking into my house and stuff. So I had to take it all with me, make all my phone calls, and parking lots I could find, churches, schools, stores that were closed, and parking lots like that. And like 2, 3, 4 hours I'd be on the phone outdoors. And then I'd be driving around from store to T-Mobile that was rejecting my return with the receipt. And even though it was like 2, 3 days old, and they're the fuckers that are installing malware on my devices, and they're saying they're not taking it back. Anyway, there were times where I would almost fall asleep while driving. My God, I was like, I don't feel safe on the road. I don't want to get in a car accident. So I would have to go home and just rest for 1 or 2 days, because I was, oh my God, falling asleep while I was almost. I didn't, but I almost did. I was like, oh my God, I've never been so tired in my entire life. So that's what Toldus took on. But I was going to force them to do their job, because I know this is a war I can win. You can't tell someone no. And I was planning on telling you guys here someday. Here I am. Okay, so anyway, I go to 5525 T-Mobile, and there's stalkers there. Of course, they're calling the employees from the stores, or texting and calling each other, saying she's coming to your store. Oh, she's coming. Be mean to her, because Walmart and Home Depot, we're trading pot and meth, do you know you get a discount on free lawnmower? Oh, do you know you get free baby food? So be mean to her. And, she's like a fucking ugly Asian, be nice, be mean to her. And so they agreed. Anyway, I go in there, there's stalkers in the parking lot, and they're sitting in their car and they're pointing at me as I walk in. And then when I walk in, the manager is so rude. The entire time, of course, management's in on it. The entire time, they have stalkers crowding me. They're posing as customers. And then, beforehand, they're begging Home Depot, Walmart management, my scummy neighbors, and these stalkers that they're sending in to pose as customers. They all love humiliating and degrading themselves. Oh my God, I could never do this. I'm finishing the thought. He embarrasses me. It humiliates me. And about what they're doing. They called, what they do is they call around everywhere I go, and they beg the staff, come on, show her that you like us and not her. Come on, don't be nice to her, and show her in front of all of us. And then we're gonna send in one of our own, one of our stalkers, and then make sure that you ignore Nadia and treat her like shit. Make sure you snarl at her and you ignore her in front of us. Come on, show her that you favor us. Talk to us and be mean to her. Are we in the 3rd grade? We're at the rejects lunch table. Oh, we're pretending we're the popular people. And these people are in their teens all the way to their 90s. And they're calling around and begging. I don't beg anybody. I don't chase anybody. I got the right people liking me. I don't have to tell people to do crap. They do it for me without me telling them. These scummy, that's why we don't get along. These scummy shits have to call places and they beg people. There's this girl coming. Hey, can you be mean to her? Come on. Show her that you like us. But everyone's nice to her. Come on. But her feelings are hurt. Can't you have pity on us? Come on. Come on, be mean to her. I don't know how that conversation goes. I'm like, aren't you embarrassed to have people see that? Aren't you ashamed of your? Then shut them down. Aren't you? Yes, they are. That's why we don't get along. I'm not like that. I don't go around chasing and begging people. Anyway, that's what they do to this staff. Everybody. Anyway, some big fat white lady comes in. She tells her kid to scream and run circles around me and then bump into my leg and laugh and then keep running 20 laps around me and screaming. And then the employees are surrounding me with the stalkers. And then they're talking, again, racist talk that, how they were thinking about going to Iraq. I'm not even Iraqi. Not that that's anything bad. How they were thinking about going to Iraq and how they don't want to go there because it's dangerous, and they're all looking at me. And then they're talking about how Trump, they wish, how Trump was president, stuff like that, about building the border. I'm not even Hispanic, or Mexican, and then they're talking about bombing and 9/11, and then they're all looking at me, including the employees. And then the whole time the kid's screaming, and then Trevor, if that's his real name, some blonde, kind of with a pot belly, tall, he's squinting, snarling his eyes, and he's stalling my service for a half hour. And this girl walks past me, a stalker, and she goes, "What? What did you say?" While I was sitting at my table. And I was doing this test. I was moving my lips and not saying anything under my mask. And customers were looking back at me. It's how do you know? Do they have an app with vitals? Even if they did, they still shouldn't be able to do that. I don't know if they're getting a feed of me, but still. I was kind of whispering, saying, I'm going to call corporate, this and that, because I wanted to see what they do. And they could hear me 20 feet away, the associates. And Trevor came back and he said, we'll be right with you. And then he made me wait another half hour. So total, an hour wait. Anyway, the whole time, all of a sudden, all these stalkers start coming in. And again, with the racist talk and talking about how Muslims bomb Christians. They don't like how they're killing Christians and blah, blah, blah. And they're staring at me. And then finally, Trevor, he sells me the phone, and he said it was activated and all ready to go. And then I went to, what is it, Ollie's store, Ollies,